I feel like I've been lied to. We were told this was for our own good. It's for the good of the game. The game could not continue on its current path, so we had to do something. Power creep had arrived and landed on Earth like an alien in the night, and it had to be killed or destiny would be ruined. You were warned. As much as I like this game, Destiny is the enigma that keeps on giving. Power creep is a term that you have not heard in just over a year. At that time, it was an extremely divisive topic, and for all of those gatekeepers that drank the Bungie Kool-Aid, it was the wall to die on. However, Bungie has since reversed its stance on sunsetting, but they forgot to mention a single word on power creep. The two often went hand in hand, with many a big-time YouTuber using power creep as a default defense for their position on sunsetting. If you dared to question why they thought sunsetting was a good thing, this was the talking point you would get. We need more. We need to get more diverse weapons, different weapons. The meta is stale. So on and so forth. Stale meta? I mean, yet Crucible players using Not Forgotten, Wardcliff Coil, Luna's Howl, Mindbender's Ambition, Mountaintop, and of course, the Recluse. These were all supposed to be representatives of power creep, a stale meta. Bungie couldn't introduce better weapons because these pinnacle weapons, and don't get me started on that topic, existed and were too OP. Bungie couldn't individually tune weapons, so they had to be sunsetted for the good of the game and power creep. People would start using a more diverse weapon pool in PvP and Crucible. The meta would change and would be better. PvP would thrive on all new weapons and armor Bungie would produce for our enjoyment. Instead, the opposite happened. PvP was as toxic and stale as ever. The community was in an uproar and pissed off at sunsetting. Bungie made pinnacle weapons useless in PvP and introduced new weapons, but what Bungie failed to realize is that people are predictable. People wanted the new Mountaintop, the new Recluse, the new Lunas, etc. and so on. I'm sure you've seen all the videos, get this now, the new name your favorite weapon, must used in PvP or PvE. This weapon is broken videos. But when you boil it down to some finer points, a lot of the talking points for power creep, such as time to kill, still remain. Yes, there are still weapons that have the same TTK as the Lunas, Recluse, and many other pinnacle weapons that were the crux of the power creep argument. However, the point remains the same. The PvP meta has not changed when you break it down. Shotguns, hand cannons, snipers, fusion and pulse rifles, and rocket launchers tend to still be the go-to weapon types in Crucible, and people will use the most deadly weapons, which are those with the fastest TTK. If we still have weapons that meet the same TTK, time to kill, of pre-sunset weapons, then what was the real reason for the big push? You certainly could tune particular weapons. You did remove quick draw from Felwinter's Lie and Astral Horizon, so that argument is out the window. What really changed was this. Bungie got you to empty out your own vault so they don't have to give us more vault space. Got you to regrind the same weapon you already busted your tail for. Got you to chase weapon reskins that mimic weapons you already had. Pick up a palindrome or this season's, new weapon. Recognize that sound? It's so familiar. Sounds just like the Lunas. Heck, even the eternal blazing sounds like the hung jury. All the while, we still have the same PvP maps. Maps that are made for mid to close range encounters. This lack of diverse maps that are made for longer range encounters that could better utilize all of these new weapons and drastically alter the meta are desperately lacking. There is no talk of power creep anymore. Why is that? Bungie just boss stomped us back to Reset Tuesday, and players have forgotten about power creep altogether, and Bungie has just swept it neatly under the rug. They have been pretty adept at how they deal with it, and players are just eating it up. Repeat that last sentence to yourself and think about it. Is it not a thing anymore? You tell me. Anyway, this is just food for thought. What weapons and mods are you chasing, and will you be chasing them in the Grandmaster Nightfalls? Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, it's your time, and I thank you for sharing it with me.